Where do you see the biggest gaps between the materials data sheets and actual real-world extrusion performance?
Well, I mean, a good example is tensile strength. And if you're looking at a very common material that we use is TPUs. We'll first of all, if the data sheet is probably based on either a molded or compression molded plaque with a dog bone cut out of it. We're extruding a tube, so we're aligning the molecules a little bit differently, so we'll get different properties to begin with. But from our perspective, if we have to meet a minimum requirement, the properties change after 24 hours. So we can't even measure it and know that what we're making today is going to meet the requirements per specification if they dial it in too tightly based on a data sheet. So, I mean, that's just, one example. There are other properties that will behave similar to that, but I mean, it's just something that, you got to look at as a guideline, try not to throw it in as a minimum. And again, the data sheets say it in the tiny writing at the bottom from the material guys, it'll say not to use it as a specification, but too often that's ignored, and we have to intervene and say, no, you can't do it like that.
Yeah, just to add to that, there's again going back into the processing. In order to create some of these complex tubes, you have to use high drawdowns or something mechanical to overcome something, whether it's air or vacuum, and you may have to change your die to tank distance or water temperatures and material temperatures, and the way the material forms that can affect crystallinity in a PBAX or nylon-based material, and that can change some of the properties also that are listed. So there's those types of interactions as well that have to be considered.